Hello everyone, we are Sujay and Nivedita. So in our previous video, we spoke about causes for weight gain, sugar and its effects.
Today, we are going to cover a topic called insulin resistance. Nowadays, we hear this word a lot, so thought of putting some light on it. Let's understand what is insulin resistance, what is insulin, how and why this mechanism happens, and the effects of it. Food that we eat will be broken down into glucose molecules. Insulin is a hormone produced by pancreas for glucose metabolism inside human cells.
So let me explain you the mechanism, how it happens. So when we consume food, the food will be broken down into glucose molecules, and the glucose molecules, when it get mixed with the bloodstream, so ideally these glucose molecules have to get absorbed inside the human cell, but this cell will remain locked. So the cell, what it does is it sends a signal to pancreas to generate a hormone called insulin. So once the insulin hormone is produced by pancreas and it reaches the cell, there are something called as insulin receptors on each human cell. There, the insulin hormone, it will act like a key. Basically, it performs the function of a key to unlock the cell. By doing so, the glucose molecules can be fed inside the cell, and once the glucose molecules are fed and the cell is satisfied, it sends a signal back to the pancreas to stop producing insulin hormone production. And this is what we call it as an ideal mechanism.
Due to some lifestyle issues like improper eating, frequent eating, high stress levels, lack of sleep, what happens is the cell is overfed with the glucose and it will start resisting for more glucose. It locks itself, but as the glucose is still there in the bloodstream, the pancreas keeps producing more and more insulin. And because of this process, the lock, that is the receptors, get jammed and no more insulin can unlock the lock or the glucose can enter into the cell. Because of this, the cell also loses its capacity to send the feedback back to the pancreas. Basically, insulin resistance is a defense mechanism of body from excess sugar or glucose molecules.
Alright, understanding the mechanism, we also have to understand the effects of insulin resistance. Basically, insulin resistance, it can lead to fat accumulation due to non-metabolized glucose molecules, right? And eventually it can lead to visceral fat. It can also lead to type 2 diabetes, inflammation, heart disease, kidney disease, etc. But good news is, by adopting certain lifestyle changes, insulin resistance can be reversed. So prevention is always better than action. Important is to take action before it's too late. Thank you for your attention. Well, that's all we had to cover in this particular session. Hope this session was informative to all of you. Thanks a lot. Stay safe, stay healthy.